Part 1 will cover algorithm, feedback, oscillator. Now, we will look into algorithm. Press the purple edit button, then press button 7 to see its algorithm. The bulb has algorithm 23, which consists of one routing, one tower, and the carrier-only operator. This is still the divide and conquer approach, and I will explain this in detail later. Let's have a look at its feedback level. Press button A to see the amount of feedback that is applied to operator 6. Remember that the feedback loop allows generating a higher harmonic rich wave, such as a sawtooth wave. Its level is 5, which is a mid-range. Now, we can use operator on-off buttons to hear what harmonic contents each segment is producing. Let's start with carrier-only operator, operator 1, by turning off all other operators. It produces a high-pitched decay tone. We can listen to tower 1, operators 2 and 3 by turning off other operators. It produces a slightly metallic attack and decay tone. Let's listen to routing 1 operators 4, 5, and 6 by turning off the other operators. They produce the main vibe metallic tone. Now, we will look into its oscillator. Press buttons 18 to 20 and use operator select to cycle through all operators. You can pause here and spend a few minutes checking each operator. The table you see here is the oscillator data for all operators. Now, we can see how each operator is producing particular harmonics/inharmonics. Operator 1 is a carrier, so it produces a pure sine wave tone. Tower 1 with operators 2 and 3 produces a slightly metallic tone, as modulator operator 3 is set to frequency ratio of 3. Routing operators 4, 5, and 6 produce the main vibe metallic tone, as modulator operator 6 is set to ratio of 14. The vibe patch has an interesting detune. It is used for only routing operators 4 and 5, which are carriers. As these operators only produce sine wave harmonic tone with ratio of 1, these low frequency sound waves are detuned. As they are detuned in opposite increments with -7 and +7, these two operators create a fast chorusing effect. But there is a carrier operator 2 which has ratio of 1 with no detune setting. When you turn on those 3 carrier operators, you get a beautiful chorusing effect. Operator 2 with no detune actually help to add extra chorusing effect, so that overall chorusing effect is rich and beautiful. So we can summarize what we've learned so far. Carrier-only operator 1 is producing high-pitched sine wave. Tower 1 produces a metallic attack harmonic tone. Routing 1 produces the main vibe harmonic tone with a chorusing effect, which gets smoothed by carrier operator 2. You can pause this video for self-learning tutorial. Turn on operators 4, 5, and 6 only. Select operator 6 and change its ratio, coarse, up and down from 0.50 to 31.00. How do these changes affect the overall tone? Put operator 6 back to ratio to 14.00. Turn operators 2, 4, and 5 only. Select operator 2 and change its ratio from 0.50, 1.00, 2.00, 3.00, 4.00. How do these changes affect the overall detune? What will happen to the beautiful chorusing effect? Once completed, put everything back to the original vibe setting. For the next tutorial, we can go through FM synthesis, sound design, vibe part 2.